You let me know if you see it all right.
Alright, I can see the whatnot perfectly fine. Give me a second here. I'm refreshing YouTube.
Perfect. I want to see if I can really just go in and do spawn cover.
Alright, I got both of them going.
All right, that's what I'm talking about.
And Huffy T is already in here.
Huff, well, he on it. He stay on
So
it.
let's stick to your pogo.
Stick to your pogo. What's up? Everybody's here. I love to see it. So we're gonna be working on a spawn sketch cover today, and I think I'm gonna do a fairly big piece, like as far as how I'm gonna do spawn. So let's see if maybe I can map it out.
So I see Freely Cat Kyle was here before we got here. I'm not sure if he's still here, but I'm hoping he is. But yeah, if I saw an opportunity to throw the Gravelings in there, so I'm like, you know what? Why not?
Yeah.
Hope you're doing well, Stick.
I want to go crazy with the K-Letha 7 because you know it could just really do whatever.
Right?
There's no bounds when it comes to this thing. And we're going to do color on this as well. What?
Oh, nothing. Just stretching my back.
That old back of yours, huh?
Well, you know, after my mom's dog tried to kill me last week, my back's been a little bit tight since then.
I don't laugh because it's funny. I laugh because it's funny a little bit.
You know, it's also real, so it's she got this stupid puppy and it loves to be underneath everybody's feet.
Yeah.
You know, I happened to be cooking last week and on Thursday, and she ran right behind me as I put my foot down, and you know, I stepped on her, and you know, obviously I kind of like shifted everything, and I fell into like a metal chair and into the corner of a wall and bruised my back. And although had the wall not been there, I would have fallen down the stairs. So,
yeah.
I'm happy with a bruised back instead of a broken one.
That's right. I'm just kind of mapping this out. Bear with me.
Yeah, take your time, man.
Can you see?
I can see a little bit of the sketch.
Okay.
I mean, your center and everything. I can see you're doing, you know, something that looks like spawn. So.
Okay. Bear with me as it comes together a little bit. I still got tape all on my table and stuff.
No, you're fine, man. You're definitely getting attention on YouTube as well, so which is nice.
All right, good. Make sure you keep them entertained.
Oh yeah, as much as I possibly can.
And then some, okay?
Well, I mean, it's crazy since right now you got 11 people watching over there.
That's what I'm talking about.
Welcome to Jay Castillo.
Castillo, what up? I think I want to do something crazy with like he's gonna have spikes and stuff. I think I want to do something a little bit more. There we go. All right. So if you guys are new here, you're watching Fun Times. This is Sketch Mondays. So me and Joe, we're still kind of working on pretty much the format of the show. But essentially, I think on Mondays we're gonna do like sketch covers, sketches, digital art, or whatever, right?
Yeah.
And then as we keep going throughout the week, who knows what we're gonna do, bro? But for today, I wanted to do something that's a little bit exciting. I thought a sketch cover would be cool. I don't know if I want to have the teeth like super spiky or not, but we're gonna keep going. I might even change the angle of how the face is. I might have it a little bit more angular. Everyone who's over on Whatnot, can you hear Joe clearly? Is the music too loud or anything like that? Just let me know if there's any distractions. I don't want that up so much. I want it more straight. So, how was your day at work?
Challenging.
As always, right?
Absolutely. It's always an uphill battle with the towns and cities I have to deal with.
Yeah. Overall, it was good though.
Yeah. It's entertaining because, sometimes these people really feel like they're like at the top of the food chain, and then when you have to remind them that they're not.
So you over there reminding people that you are not that guy, huh?
It's not so much that I remind them of that. It's just like, for example, like, when they have these like forest relocates where they're like, we're getting rid of these poles. You need to put your cable underneath this the railroad track, and it needs to be done by next weekend. And I'm like, well, I can start applying for the permits for the railroad, but unfortunately, the railroad typically can take 1 to 3 years for a permit to clear.
Mm.
So, unless of course you like to grease the wheels, which I do not like to do that because I think it's a scam. But whatever.
And what does that mean, greasing the wheels?
Basically, like, for example, I've had to do this before in the past. Like, last year, I had to build fiber to a minor league baseball park because they were allowing FanDuel and all those places, those things, the betting in the park. So they had to have fiber in there so that they could have, like, a lot of bandwidth available for people that were, like, wanting to, like, wager inside the park.
Yeah.
And so when they had to have fiber up and going by opening day, like a baseball season. Well, the problem is when they wanted to start the project, it was like October, and the problem is we had to go under a railroad track, and they're like, yeah, we're not moving on these permits. However, if you want to move the permit to the top of the list to be considered, that's a $5,000 additional charge. So that's greasing the wheels.
And it's funny because they don't have you actually like doing the installation and stuff, or are you?
No, not me.
Okay.
No, but my company, yes.
Yeah.
So, hey, welcome in, Snake.
Snake, my man, Snake Harris. How you doing, bro? I don't know if I'm a. Let's see if I'm gonna have his hand up. I think I might. I might do something with the hands up or out.
He's coloring on his iPad.
He's coloring on his iPad. Are you staying in the lines? Probably not. Snake doesn't seem like the type of person that stays inside the lines.
He says if he wants.
Nah. feel like that is too, because I want to focus a lot on the cloak, so I still want his hand to do something.
Snake says that he's coloring some rusty stubs.
Oh, nice. How far along are you going on with that? With the rusty stubs. I'm gonna pull up the.
He says he's on page 4.
Page 4.
Page 4 is what the
Hold up. Let me work on this hand real quick.
welcome in off the bridge.
Welcome in. I'm gonna have some smoke. He's gonna be having his powers out. We're gonna do color on this too, okay?
Yeah.
And what's your time looking like for this? Is it going to be our regular time?
Hopefully, yeah.
Okay. If anything changes, you just let me know.
Absolutely.
All right. So are you ready for your show on Saturday? For everybody who's on here and has been watching me and Joe develop this show, he's going to be going live on Saturday, and it would be cool if we could have you guys in there as well. Um, what time do you think you want to do it, Joe?
You said 11 your time, so whatever time that is mine, I think that's 2 o'clock my time. What time is it where you're at?
Right now it's 6:01.
Okay, so it would be 1 o'clock my time then.
Yeah. So 1 o'clock tomorrow. Not tomorrow. Not tomorrow. Saturday.
And am I prepared? No.
What do you need to get prepared?
I have no idea. So
I've been there before.
I really don't know. I thought like I would just honestly just start drawing something and we'll see like what the lines of communication have to say.
Yeah. So you're just gonna be freestyling it, huh?
I see why. I don't see why not.
I could tell you a lot of reasons why not to do that, but
Well, I mean, you have a lot more experience at it than I do. So welcome back in freely, Kyle. why do you think it should not be like a free for all?
Not for your first show. For your first show, you should be able to really kind of map it out as best as possible. I mean, it's not always going to go to plan, but what we can control, we will control. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I just felt like if I would just start off drawing like something like in particular, and people want to bring stuff up or throw ideas at me, then we'll see where we go. Right?
Nice. So you just jumping in full, like both feet on them things, huh?
We'll see, right? So
Yeah,
I mean,
we
I
will.
figure like if we see what I'm drawing, then they're all they're gonna be like, let's see what else you can do, or they're gonna be like, this isn't for me.
I don't want those chains to just be hanging there. I want them to be doing something. We're gonna have like a lot of shadow because it's spawn that we're talking about, you know.
Absolutely. But I watched a little bit of Geoffrey today, and he kind of at least gave me a little bit of inspiration. And how, and the same way, like sometimes it does for you, is you can't always complete a piece in like one show. And so, like earlier today, when I was at work, I was listening to Geoffrey while he was doing a sketch cover, and it was a pretty big sketch cover, and he got it kind of penciled and inked, and then he started one later on in the evening, and that's where he finished up with the color and everything like that.
Yeah.
So
Eventually, we're gonna get to the point to where we are able to finish. You know,
yeah,
it's
absolutely.
something you gotta work up to.
Well, and I think it also depends on, like, for example, what he was doing was he was doing one that was a front and a back, so it was
Yeah.
a much larger piece.
Yeah.
But he had a book that as soon as I saw it, I was like, oh my. I kind of think he would absolutely be kind of crazy if he got his hands on this one. But and he had a very similar idea to what Kay does, which I still have to get my pen pal book in the mail towards you for Kay, and then but he has this Vampirella that has a blank on it, and it's Vampirella number 50.
Mm-hmm.
And not only is it a blank front, but all the pages on the inside are blank too.
I saw that. That's what I was asking. Like, dang, what type of book is that? Because I had never seen anything like that.
Yeah, and he was saying that what he wanted to do was he was thinking about like sitting it around and having like all these artists that he knows, like each putting like on each page on the inside like different art.
The whole book is clear.
Yeah, the whole book is clear.
How did he? Yo, I gotta find out how he got his hands on that. That's dope.
Yeah, he says he's got 2 of them.
He got 2 of them.
Yeah.
That's cool. I'm still kind of mapping stuff out. Bro, I love drawing Spawn so freaking much. I think I might need to adjust that a little bit. You think we can get this done in like 2 hours?
I think he can definitely do it. So, yeah, I mean, well, we started like, what, 15, 20 minutes ago?
Mm-hmm.
And we got like at least an hour, so.
Slowly but surely, is it coming together? I'm also trying to teach myself to draw a little lighter. Helps with the smudging.
What else with the smudge in your glove?
No, trying to draw lighter. Drawing lighter.
Damien over on YouTube is asking what you draw, and then says that he has a volume at 0.
He has a what?
A volume at 0.
A volume at 0?
Yeah.
See, this is the 329 issue, so I think this one actually has like Redeemer and stuff.
Look at his sketchy visions. because there's a lot of talented people on today. Usually how it goes lately.
It is. I saw a lot of the bros was drawing. They were going live before we started our live. It's all right though. I like it.
Yeah. Yeah, I figure there's probably going to be people like I will definitely be in competition with
On
on
Saturday?
Saturday.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I also look at it like this. I'm not really in competition with them, so
That's right. That's what I'm talking about. Joe ain't in competition with none y'all.
yeah, I don't mean it like that. You know
Yeah, you
that,
do.
but
Yeah, you do. You don't have to. You don't have to back down, Joe.
if he's like LOL and so.
He said y'all ain't even on his level. And you know what? I half believe him.
Say with your chest. Right now, I feel like I'm having a heart attack.
Feel like I'm dying. You ain't even started the stream yet. What you talking about?
Yeah, I told my girlfriend that. I was like as soon as I started telling everybody, it's like, yeah, it's gonna be Saturday.
Damn near passed out just from telling her about it,
Yeah,
huh?
I know. She's like, why are you so nervous? I was like, I just get this anxiety because it's like I have like zero self-esteem. So, you know.
Change the shape of this skull a little bit.
Yeah, she said she might try to be there. You know, she got like a whatnot account or whatever it is, but she's like, oh, I can't even remember what my user ID is. And I was like, well, yeah. I tell you what, if you show up and your user ID shows up as 3.5 inch lover, I'll know which one you are.
I'm about to block you. You know that?
Yeah, I told her that too. So
Yeah. Every time we do a show together, I'd be like, this might be the day that I block Joe. My own mod. I don't think that's ever happened in the history of moderation on Whatnot.
It's a possibility. Welcome in, Chokes.
Chokes. Chokes was live a little bit earlier too.
Hello, Chokes. Hello, D-Man. I feel like he kind of gave me the, like that Seinfeld hello, you know?
Yeah.
Hello, Newman. So, yep. Oh, he says he was trying to finish the cover, but the bubble guts came into play. Dude.
Yeah. He said
Dude.
he was having a lot of issues.
Yeah. Bellyitis runs rampant in my family once in a while, especially over this last weekend, definitely. Do you think it was something you ate, or did you think you caught something?
I think he had got sick earlier too though. He might just be getting over it.
Yeah, he says, nah, I got issues. You got like what kind of issues? Like diverticulitis or like what's that other one?
IBS.
Yeah. I was gonna say like Crohn's disease or IBS. I was gonna say like something else completely, but yeah, he says IBS, celiac. Yep, celiac. My mom got celiac disease, so I know all about that too.
It's unfortunate.
The plumber loves my house because my mom pays him quite a bit.
I love the fact that his cloak just does whatever, bro.
Yeah.
Like you cannot mess it up.
I feel like his cloak was honestly the inspiration to how they portrayed Doctor Strange's cloak in the movies.
Yeah. Guess what we about to do right now?
Color already?
No color, but we are gonna do a little inking.
Okay, Jimmy, and thank you for sharing the stream.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, you guys. So, the good thing about Spawn, like I had just mentioned, is his cloak is alive. It's got a life of its own, and that's probably the easiest part to draw of Spawn. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah, because it's almost like you don't have to follow the normal physics of like how clothing falls.
At all, because
Yeah.
it's alive. So all you got to do with Spawn is just focus on making it look cool. And you guys, this I'm gonna put up for auction too.
Did you watch any of that raid training thing that they had going over the weekend?
Not really.
I watched a little bit of it just so I could get an idea of what they were doing. So.
Uh huh.
I mean, some of it was very, very interesting. I'll tell you that. But some of it was it would go, it would move so fast, and I know that's the best way to describe it is that it's kind of what it felt like. It felt like almost like a commercial, for like a bunch of people.
Yeah.
Which I understood. I mean, I still enjoyed it, but yeah, you didn't really get to hang out and see a lot. You got to see some stuff, and obviously you got to bid on some things, which was, I think the point of it completely. But no, I like the idea of being able to hang out.
I realized that I want to do something with the change.
So in your opinion, what do you think I should probably draw first on my birthday?
Someone that you're comfortable with. For your first show, I want
Yeah.
us to be slow motion with it. You know, not that it's gonna be problematic, but you don't want to have to focus on all the wrong stuff. You just want to be able to engage and draw. You know, my main
Right.
goal as your mod is to make sure that you're able to focus on the art and the engagement with the viewers. I don't want you worried about trying to come up with the dopest piece you've ever had in your life, or
Right.
a character that they throw out that might be just a little bit out of your comfort zone, because I've been there before. Not only, I mean, you might or might not, so let me try not to project, but
No, I'm listening to everything you have to say, but hold on real quick. Welcome in, Alejandro. Nice to see you.
Ellie. Ellie's
No,
been beast mode. She's been killing the game with her freaking pieces, bro.
I have not been able to watch, and I've been so busy when I'm at work, I can barely even turn it on sometimes just to listen. So
She's not even doing like a show. She's just doing pieces, bro. And she's doing like 7 at a time, and they're all fire.
he just threw out some emojis that my computer doesn't recognize.
She threw some heart hands.
Some what?
Heart hands.
Oh, hard ass. Okay, yeah.
No,
Conceptual.
heart hands. Hands. Heart hands. Heart hands. Joe.
Sure. I don't know what that word is you're saying. So.
Heart hands.
Oh, heart hands. I was like, I thought you were saying heart cans, and then there were so many different words that were in there that I was not hearing. So. Hello, Silver Rising. How's it going? So yeah, I figure I'll probably do something nice and simple, which is not really what I want to do, but I think that's what I need to do. And I only say that because I would love to be able to stay away from the basic characters, but I also know that like for a lot of people, that's their meat and potatoes.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I'll do something like Wolverine or something.
Wolverine would be a good one. He's engaging. Like you can have him really like doing some crazy stuff.
Right.
How do you feel about that hand right there?
I think it's in the wrong place.
Hmm.
I think if you were like just to do like a light sketch and kind of show like where his arm is at, like in your mind, where his shoulder attaches and where his bicep moves to, and where his forearm is at. His hand was definitely in the wrong place.
It should be more like right here. Because I was gonna have it kind of like, kind of coming out behind him. If I make it a little lower, because I'm gonna have the his power around him.
Right. And yeah, having his hand like that low and glowing with stuff, that's gonna blow up his app. I don't mean blow it up, but you know what I mean, like color wise.
Yeah.
Just like giving off like a ton of like green energy right there in that area. So, which that would be awesome. I mean, I think though there's a good chance I might have like a very light sketch started, so that by the time I get going, I don't have to go through the entire process. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
That's smart. I think you should definitely do that if you can.
yeah. think, were you sick or something, or are you just getting through life? Oh, kidney stones? Holy moly! Sorry about that, dude.
I've never had those before, but I know it's a beast. I just
I've
know.
never had them. Knock on wood. But people I know that have had them, I heard there are like even women that have them say that they're worse than going to childbirth.
Yeah,
So
I want his hand open.
I think this hand open would definitely be a better choice. Yeah, so my mom's TV took a crap on her earlier today.
Mm-hmm.
So tomorrow I have to go, as soon as I get off work, I have to, she ordered one from Walmart. I got to go pick it up from her tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, hey, I know your TV is taking a crap on you too, Joe. I'm like, yeah, it is. But, my TV's like 15 years old. And, it's like the blue,
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, the black, where it has like the solid black. It's starting to like pixelate with blue, like almost like electricity shoots through it. And like,
Oh,
it doesn't like, the picture's not as sharp as it was. And
yeah.
then, and after a while, it'll calm down. But my mom's like, go ahead, I ordered you a TV too. I'm like, oh.
Oh, that's cool.
So yeah, actually, I have nothing negative to say about it because she didn't get the crappy TV, which is what her problem was the first time, was she got herself a crappy TV, so it didn't last very long. So now she got Samsung, so I'm like, it's pretty good. And of course, as soon as I told my mom, yeah, as soon as I get off work, I'll drive over and me and my son will pick up these TVs. I may have to take my mom with me just so she can, like they have to show her ID or whatever it is,
Mm-hmm.
But I have to take my vehicle because they're not going to fit her vehicle. And yeah, and of course that's when like Kevin reaches out to me like half an hour later, and he's all like, "Hey, well, you can join us for like a stream or whatever it is, so you can figure out like which Justice League character you control." I'm like, dude, I really want to do this with you guys, but if I can't, and I don't know if I can, I will try my best to be there. That's all I can do is say I can try my best.
Yeah.
Because not only do I have to go get this thing, but I have to have it set up for my next day. Because I know, like today, she was not happy when I got home, and she was like listening to like the radio, trying to some protein, and she's like, I couldn't watch TV at all. So I'm like, I'm sorry, but look, you got to do all this amazing art, so. That's a consolation for her at her age. So,
You said she's like in her 70s?
yeah, she's 72, 72 or 73, one is two.
Oh, nice.
Oh, funny. Yeah, 72. She'll be 73 later this year, so.
Gonna have this like all green. We just kind of dived into this, Joe.
How you doing? Yeah, I think I'll probably do a one, but I'm not gonna do it like on a big old 17 by 14 page. I'll probably do it on a smaller one.
Really?
Yeah, I don't see why I would jump into something huge, right?
Yeah. But you can do whatever you want. Like, if you want to do something, if that's your comfort zone, I would say do it.
Right, but I think I want to start off like I don't want to think easy. I don't want to start off easy. I just want to start off like you said, like on cruise control. I don't want to start off like trying to like do a drag race.
Yeah. All right. Let's get back into. I'm gonna open this up a little bit because I wanted the perspective on his hand. Like,
Yeah, when I talked to my girl earlier, I was talking to her about how there was probably a better than average chance that whatnot could block me after my first go.
I doubt it. That that would be kind of funny though, because it's like, what would you do that would get you blocked on your first?
You know what? I know supposedly there was like another, show that got shut down, but I don't remember what they said or did. So I wouldn't even have a clue about how bad I would have to be, And then and she's like, do you have that bad of diarrhea with your mouth? I'm like, I do. And she's like, yeah, I know you do, but I mean,
Maybe you'll control yourself on your live since your reputation is at stake.
I don't know. I think maybe part of my diarrhea of the mouth is part of my reputation.
You could change that though.
But,
Hopefully you don't run into no problems because
I don't run into any problems either. So,
we ain't even
but yeah,
gonna speak on that.
she also kind of laughed if she kind of laughed at like the idea that like I told her I said that usually, and it's already happened once. I said usually every episode I dread I would get fired, blocked, or my pay deducted.
Yeah, and we're gonna keep up that tradition too because even if it's yours and I'm your mod, I'll kick you out. I'll block you on your own show.
I can see that happening.
You need a timeout, Joe.
We'll let you back in after you thought about what you've done.
Right.
But honestly, I would think that there's a lot, Xerox just showed up. Welcome in, Xerox. Somebody else that was in our chat one time has been through some pretty wild stuff. So I was kind of like thinking, like, oh, there's quite a bit out there that I can talk about without being too, like, explicit.
Let me know if you can't really see like if it's too dark or.
Well, actually, for me, I can see exactly what you're doing. I can see not just your sketch, but I can also see your light, pin lines at the moment. So.
Okay. So we might we might ink this and then like color it on maybe another our next show.
Yeah. I think your YouTube took off, but he just said he got back to us and we'll come back. I'll do my best to make sure that even the people over on YouTube are engaged.
That's right.
I'll learn my blog money.
I've always liked my inking.
Dude, I'll be honest with you. Your inking is way better than mine. But I mean, you have a completely different style than like Jeffrey does. And I like all the styles that like yours and his. They're like polar opposites, you know?
Yeah. All right. I want to do the chains, but I still feel like I just kind of put them together.
Take the time and do the stuff you're comfortable with.
Yeah.
Don't rip all over the place. Yeah, I know people are bouncing back and forth between like a lot of the artists that are on here tonight.
Yeah, I get it. It's a lot of us that are going right now.
Yep.
Oh, speaking of, bro, do you want to see what just came in the mail?
Oh, absolutely. No idea.
All right, let me show you. Check this out.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
that's super cool.
Yeah, we're going to be doing that soon.
Welcome again. made me laugh earlier today because he did that in the 90s, the animated series where like wrote the Bigfoot to the TV, and then Apocalypse was like an over kind of a thing, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And he did like a version of that for a commission, but it was the girl on the ground on it was on the Crisis on Infinite Earth.
Who
And it was Dark Side. I'm sorry, yeah, Dark Side's okay over.
who did that?
And it was really cool, but he ended up accidentally putting Apocalypse's belt on Dark Side. He had an A on his belt. It's like, oh my god, I had to go back in and change it. I was like, part of me thinks that's kind of a cool thing, you know. I mean, nothing says customized cover more than that. You know, it's definitely a one-off.
Right. I hate when that happens. It'd be one of those like just simple, simple things.
Yeah. But he came good, you know, and he made it look cool. But I kind of liked it before with the A, you know. But
And who was this?
it was for a Dark Side. He accidentally put Apocalypse's belt on him.
No, but who was the artist?
It was Jeffrey.
Gaffrey.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, you can't go back and rewatch these streams. So.
I don't like talking about it because it upsets me.
Yeah, I wonder why they changed that. I mean, I've never heard why, so I don't know.
That looks pretty cool.
Absolutely, it does. So, is your wife happy that you're working there for Montrose?
Yeah. Yeah, it's one of those like, thank you for keeping the family first and, you know,
Yeah,
focusing on what really matters.
absolutely do.
So I have her support, and she knows that at the end of the day, I'll do whatever I need to do. So, yeah.
That's the important stuff. The other thing you heard, I was a sub-bird. But either way, welcome in.
This is all gonna be black. Like I said, man, I feel like I be adding just a little bit too much pressure on myself when I see stuff going on that really, oh, my, I feel like we'll get better as we continue to do the show. You know what I mean?
Yes, I do. Are you still commissions?
Say that again?
Are you still working on commissions, or are you in the process of making more commissions?
No, so I have your commission. I have one other commission that I'm really working on. So we have I have that what's it called it? That Witchblade and the Darkness. Remember that I was
Yeah.
telling you? I have your commission, and that's pretty much it that I like have official on the books right now. Let's do some implied stuff over here.
In my back pockets or anything like that.
You're breaking up, brother.
I put my phone down. I said, I don't even know if I have really anything to put in my bind albums.
That's what you're gonna be working on, you know?
Yeah. My son walked in and he was looking over my shoulder while you were drawing.
Nice. Hopefully he likes it. He said, "Oh, that's pretty cool."
He didn't say anything negative, so obviously you're doing way better than I usually do. Sometimes I feel like my kid is like, Graham, you get a D plus today, man.
I'm just kind of. I want to throw a lot of shadows over here.
Harvey thinks that if I try to do that Justice League thing when the cartoon blocked, that maybe I'm taking on too much stuff.
You think so?
I don't know. That's the thing. Is like, because I don't know what they're really trying to do, you know?
Yeah.
And I know between the time I have for you and the time that I have for myself, you know, and then I got time for my family. It's just like, Harvey is just like, I got this, you know?
Yeah. Um, Let me turn on these lights.
lot brighter.
Hmm?
But that's definitely a lot brighter. You guessing the sun just finally started to set in California?
Yeah, it's set and it's dark in here now. We're almost done, Joe.
Things are looking way better than anything I've done.
Huh?
Things look way better than anything I've ever done.
You just be lying to me.
No, I mean, you've seen the spawn that I draw, and I've only did it once. And I did like big, thick canes because I was trying to figure out like how to do this because I was I'm not that great at chains either. Jay Wooden, Key, welcome in. Jay Wooden, Kate, I don't even know. Welcome in, Wood. Yeah, I think to be a good inker, you have to be willing to mess up your work.
Yeah. And then what I find is like a lot of it you're kind of correcting as you're inking sometimes too.
Yeah, I mean, for example, like some of the stuff that oh my god, I pushed blank on his name. He's a professional artist, and when he does like some of his inking, he does like a lot of that smudge work, you know.
Yeah.
Man, I can't think of his name. I can think of like David Finch, and I know he's done a stream or two with David Finch. He worked on image for a long time. He's done like Batman recently and some other stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I'm like, how do you figure out the whole smudging the ink thing unless you accidentally did it, you know?
Yeah.
And then to perfect it, you had to accidentally like screw some other stuff up. Nothing different. For me, whenever I get wherever it is all over my fingers, really it ends up on all of my paper.
That's what I was asking Joey. I was like, how do you not get it all over the place, bro? Because I don't know. I feel like I just would, you know? It
Yeah,
would just be all over the place.
the same way. I mean, I watched some of the stuff that he was doing, like where he's like moving the ink around with like his fingernails and stuff like that. And I'm like, I absolutely have that stuff all over my fingertips and everything like that. And every time I touch something, it would be like, well, here, that's wrong, or here, but you know.
Yeah.
What was the answer? Did Billy give you an answer, D?
Say that again?
I said, did Billy give you an answer?
About how he prevented it? No, he just said, man, I don't know how I do it. I don't either. Wasn't really an answer attached to that. I know.
Yeah, people might got tired of my shenanigans earlier because she was doing some painting.
Mm-hmm.
We did a really cool, like a course, like with that she had seen when last COVID lived there.
Mm-hmm.
And it started coming out really, really good. But then, like, she cheaped out all of the sunflowers or all the flowers and all of like she basically used like the yellow sharpies.
Oh wow.
What do you think? I said, I like everything until you get to the flowers. She's like, well, I'm talking flowers. I said, the yellow pin makes it look cheap. I'm being cool. And she's like, well, I ran out of yellow, and so I didn't have the right one. And I'm like, I don't know what to tell you, but I mean, if you want me to lie to you, I can lie to you. But I said, honestly, I would tomorrow go to Michael's or Bobby and pick up the yellow that you want. Well, I think I need for you to mix. I'm like, you got brown, right? He's like, yeah. I said, I would take a little bit of yellow, and I'd take a little bit of brown. I would put them together, and I would do like the base, like each flower. I'd let it dry, and then use that base, and I'd take a lighter yellow and go over it this way. That's good, yeah, you know?
Yeah.
That's all you need right there. You don't need to go crazy on it. So.
I can't wait to see what you do on your stream. Saturday at 1 my time. Right? No, that's 1 your time.
Yeah, it's gonna be 1 o'clock my time, which is fine. It fits well to my schedule. I'm just I gotta figure out how to put on here like, hey, this is when my stream is gonna be. I gotta figure out how.
All right. So you're gonna go to your seller hub, and then you're gonna go to schedule a show.
Okay.
And when you schedule a show, you'll be able to go to the options to where it's the date and the time. And right there, you'll be able to set a moderator as well, which you'll set me as your moderator.
Right.
And then you're going to do art and prints because it's going to ask you like the category and stuff like that. You do art and print. It'll make you take a picture of whatever for the show. It's fairly simple to set up. It's not really something that's going to throw you for a loop.
So I guess I gotta have something to take a picture of, huh?
No, you can use an old picture. Don't overthink it.
Somewhere in here, there's a seller's hub, huh?
Yeah, so at the bottom of your screen, you're going to hit the plus button, and it's going to take you to 3 options your seller's hub.
Schedule a show.
Yeah.
Name of the first show, my first show.
You could change that.
Right.
So whatever you want.
I don't know if I want to change it, I'll be honest with you. It's pretty up there.
That's all up to you, brother. Huh?
Arts and crafts or arts and handmade?
Yeah. You want arts and prints or arts and crafts? You can use whatever.
Arts and prints, there we go. It's going to be live demo, originals, curve, arts, high end, low cost, fan art.
Yeah, you're just gonna select whatever, whatever. Like those are just tags. You understand?
I guess I'll go live demo.
You could do live demo. You could do custom custom prints and stuff.
Does it give me that option?
It does. Just it's scroll over more to the right, but you can only select a few, like so many. You can't.
Yeah, I guess it gives me live demo, originals, prints,
Originals. You're gonna do originals.
okay. Yeah, okay. Let's see, add a thumbnail and video preview. Okay, so add a thumbnail. Welcome back to Julie, Kyle. Oh, man. Maybe I can turn it around. All right. I think that right.
Oops, accidentally hit the camera.
CXS Patience says, this is fire, fam.
Thank you.
Man. I scheduled that show, so now my anxiety is at 11.
That's right.
I feel like it's a good thing because I think if there was no anxiety, then I would be too apathetic towards it.
You would be something.
You know, I mean, being anxious about it just means I want it to be successful.
Yeah. You don't want to fail. You don't want to crash and burn on it. You know what I mean?
I'm like I said, I'm not expecting to drag race out of the gate, but maybe at some point.
I think you'll do well.
I mean, the way I look at it like this is, if you go back and look at some of the first stuff that Topic Farlow did when he was on Infinity Inc., his stuff was crap. took some time to get some footing. I mean, seriously, have you seen his stuff like when he first came out?
For Tom McFarlane?
Yeah,
Mm-mm.
yeah. I mean, there's a lot of people to grow.
I only I never really fantasized. Nah, what's the? I'm trying to think of the word. Like I didn't put him on a pedestal or nothing like that.
No, I just mean like he's a good example for. I mean, certain artists, you go back and you look at their early stuff, like you like Adam Hughes, and you were like, God dang, there's nothing this guy can't draw. He was always like super hot.
Yeah.
And I mean, you go back and watch some of his stuff, like Penthouse Comics, like
Uh-huh.
way back, and you were like, geez, Louise, nobody was drawing like him even back then. And yeah, there's some artists that you literally can watch them like start on the launching pad and they just go up.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
He was on the launch. He was on a pad at one point, and once he got to like the professional level, and he started to figure out like what was working for him and what wasn't. That's where I'm going to be at. So I figure out what's going to work for me and what's not.
That's all you got to do.
Yep.
At the end of the day, you're doing this for you, and the people who enjoy it, they enjoy it, and if they don't enjoy it, they'll just scroll on to the next thing. Like I don't like people that go out of their way to try to say some, you know, some
Right.
foolishness sometimes because it's like there's a whole bunch of different ways you could have handled that.
Right.
Not everything needs to be said sometimes.
I do understand that.
Like, hopefully this looks good, but if not, then no one's gonna buy it, you know? No harm, no foul. I hope they do though, because I think it's looking pretty cool.
Actually, I think it looks better than good. Because one thing I'm really jonesing about on these books, I really dig the way you did the chains.
Thank you.
You know, things like sucks so.
I still gotta go in and do some more work on it, but and mind you, I'm like ink brushing this really. It's a marker,
Yeah.
black.
Paintbrush or
It's a brush tip. I'm just trying not to baby it like I would always do, you know?
yeah. I'll be honest with you, I was kind of hoping Jeffrey was going to show up tonight.
Mhm.
Because he was talking about some stuff on his stream, and he was talking about like old school cartoons,
Mhm.
and he started bringing stuff up, and he's like, "Does anybody remember?" And I'm like, "Hell yeah!" He's like, absolutely, I knew Joe would remember this because he's a man of a certain age. So
Mhm.
I was kind of gonna like geek out on some old school cartoons and stuff like that from like the '80s, stuff like that. See what he remembered. And some of the cool ones like that I remember. I know very few people really do remember. actually jogged free. You know,
And who is that?
like Bionic 6.
Oh, Bionic 6?
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't think I'm familiar with them.
Bionic 6 was dope, dude. Super cool. They were really awesome villains. Really, basically, a blended family, like a couple, like yeah, the kids would be at the top, and bring them all in like different, and they're like the dad was already a bionic superhero, but they didn't know about.
Uh huh.
But then like he came back in the family or something like that, like this that guy had basically the guy who him cover and a bionic superhero pretty much like fly on his entire family.
Dang.
They all like had like a different abilities. They all had like similar abilities, but then they all had like
Like their own?
yeah, like there was a girl that could basically she was like Chitara, but then the other ones could move like he did. There was this kid that like he had like the ability that he could do like a electromagnetic like kind of hand or whatever it was in the head. So he could do like there was a bunch of different ones,
Yeah.
stronger than everybody else was. There was another kid that was like way more like agile and quick. But he was like the fastest. That girl was the fastest. There was this other, unfortunately, like they kind of fell into the status quo with like the mom. Basically, like she had psychic ability that her augmented by. But I mean, there was characters, like they have this Native American guy who starts off as a villain, but then later becomes a good guy.
Yeah.
The elemental or something like that. And I think so. They had a guy who had a costume that allowed him to change shape like plastic.
Uh huh.
They character was Kaleidoscope. But they had so many. It was just so weird. I mean, but it was like really.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I heard maybe like 20% of that.
I figured as much.
No, it's you're like breaking up.
Oh,
So it's like I heard you, but then
it sounded like English.
yeah, for a bit.
I'll send you like a link to like the opening or whatever it is. So, I was such a nerd that did it for a long time. I actually used to have like a hard drive that had like all like 60 some episodes on a computer hard drive. But yeah, they had the worst action figures. Everybody else was doing like these really cool stickers, VRPO stuff, and there they decided like, oh man, our stuff is going to be made out of like solid metal because they're bionic. They were heavy. These things are like shot puts. And I mean, if you slingshot at somebody, you'd definitely like kill them.
Yeah.
But because they were made out of metal, they were trash.
Did they last a good amount of time though?
No, they were only out for a season. But the thing is back then, I mean, if you think about like Brave Star was a flop. And because Brave Star was only out for a season, but a season for Filmation back then was like 65 episodes.
Yeah.
But it was still considered a flop, So it's like Bionic 6 was kind of the same way, where like it had like a bunch of probably like more than 30 episodes, but it was because the toy sales were not there. The show didn't last.
That's usually what defined it. If they can do something with the toys.
Yeah, just kind of like another one that like Jeffrey brought up today that I absolutely loved as a kid was it was called Galaxy Rangers. Love that stuff. Again, it was considered a flop because the toys were trash. So
Yeah.
yeah, the show that he brought up originally was this old cartoon called Brave Star, or I'm sorry, called Black Star. And he's like, "How many people remember Black Star?" I'm like, "I do, absolutely." I said that's a pre-He-Man filmation, and with the Star Sword, he starts to explain it all, and then he looks at the comments. He's like, "Joe's right." So I was like, "Oh yeah, me and my brother were all about that crap when we were kids." That's the one thing about being as old as I am is I was at the right age for all of that.
Yeah.
Because I could probably go back in time and be a grown up right now and go and show up like in the late '70s and like live through the '80s again and just like watch like all of the cartoons that I would grow up on, but they wouldn't resonate with me the same way. I mean, I would still love to watch them for the nostalgia,
Yeah.
but as a adult, I'd probably be like, oh, boy, these are great.
I felt the same way when I tried to go back and watch like the Highlander,
Oh, which one?
the first one.
The first Highlander movie was super good. I own it on Blu-ray.
Yeah, but it was to me it was only good back then. I tried to
Okay.
watch it. I tried to get my wife to watch it. I had to apologize. I was like, "Wow, this isn't how I remembered it."
So part two was like that for me. I remember seeing part two in theaters as well, and I remember like all of my friends and I we were super hyped to see it, and then we watched it, and we walked out of there, and I was like, man, I cannot wait for Highlander 3. And everybody's like, are you effing kidding me, Joe? That movie sucked ass. I said, I know. Highlander 3 is going to be like Highlander 3, the ultimate sequel to Highlander 2. Like, sure enough, that's exactly how it came out. That blew my mind. I had called it. So, man, it was trash. So, they're still coming out with the remake on Highlander with Henry Cavill.
Now, if they remade it, it might be cool because especially with Henry Cavill, he's solid.
Like Jeffrey just showed up for the party of five.
Jeffrey, what's up, man?
Gary Camp, Cervantes, and I don't even know how many. Amy Miffa. Welcome in, guys.
Thank you guys for being here.
And Jeffrey, because of you, we were just talking about old cartoons and movies. Jeffrey says, hey,
How you doing, Gav? I hope you're doing. How was your stream, bro?
Cervantes just shared the stream. Thank you, Cervantes.
Thank you.
He said he did great.
It's good. I can't see you not doing good though. You know, like
Like I said, his dark side earlier with the apocalypse spell, I loved it. I wish he would have kept the A on there because, like I said, that was definitely a one-off. Welcome in, Greg Fox. Yeah, but you think I'm messing with you, and I'm absolutely being real. I thought it was like, I even explained it to D. I told him, I said, nothing says one of a kind than that kind of like, I don't even want to call it a mistake. I would say a happy accident, because I thought it was great. Yeah, we're talking to D about like Galaxy Rangers and Brave Star, and I was even trying to see if he remembered and he doesn't because he's too young. An old '80s cartoon called Bionic Fix. Bionic 6. He said, wait, say that again. So.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I thought that show was dope. I loved it. But I was also, it's like, we were talking about, like, how, like, unfortunately, some of the cartoons that we liked only were on for, like, one season. I was, like, telling them, like, about Brave Star. I said Brave Star was considered a flop because it only had one season, but one season was 60 episodes. And I'm like, awesome, what a disaster, right? 60 episodes. Nowadays, you're lucky if you get 6. Defenders of the Earth with Flash Gordon and the Phantom and oh man, absolutely. So the Phantom and the Shadow, those are the characters that like my dad would tell me and my brother stories about as our bedtime stories when we were kids. So when Defenders of the Earth came out, I was absolutely all about Visionaries. Dude, the opening song for the Visionaries, the toys on those were super cool, but people weren't into those holograms on their chests. And Great Fox says, just around to push the toys. Yes and no. So let's face it, 30-minute cartoons were amazing for like a commercial, you know? I mean, that's what Transformers and stuff was, and who cares? I mean, look what Transformers are today. I mean, they're still technically like, now you go to the movie theaters to watch like a 2-hour commercial. Jace and the Wheeled Warriors had an intro that locked you. You know, and the animation on Jace, the Wheeled Warriors was phenomenal because they had like those 2 cars that were like Knight Rider before Knight Rider. Absolutely. The one kid had like that blue one that was all like aerodynamic, and that other chick was like, you know, the sister was driving the like that 60s Mustang. Anthony and I think we could probably like spend the whole day talking about old cartoons. The thing is, when you start talking about these old cartoons, you're like, ooh, I should draw one. So, yeah.
Trying to see if I can get some.
Because sounds like me and DG is dual stream, and we should draw 80s cartoons all day. See what I'm doing?
I'm all for it.
Absolutely. Oh, with Joe on the mods. Well, Joe would have to stay quiet because you know you guys talking, 3 people talking is too much. But I would be happy to mod that. And then I scheduled my show for Saturday. My first show is on Saturday, Jeffrey. So if you're out and about, just check it out. He's gonna be for me. He said if I'm gonna go down in flames, he wants to be there to see it.
I want to watch it.
Yeah, I remember my brother and I used to like those Centurions. We like the action figures for them. Those action figures are actually pretty cool. Yeah. Yeah, those Centurions, there was a bunch of them that were really, really cool. The funny thing is, and this is going to sound really hypocritical, and I don't mean to, because I remember, like, when they did the first, like, X-Men animation, you know, like, okay, it was like that one shot, you know, prior to the X-Men, and I thought, like, wow, this animation from back then was super, super good. And then when they did that low-budget X-Men, where they had, like, all the artwork done, like, in South Korea and stuff, I was like, I was not a fan, and I mean, I like it now, but not because the artwork is good, but because it's nostalgic. But I just wish they would have actually, like, just paid, but I guess Marvel has a history of not paying anybody to actually do anything. How about Mask? Oh man, Mask Crusaders, absolutely. Had some of those action figures too. My favorite of those was Lifter, that Asian guy who had that helmet, and he would shoot up those like those rings that would make things lighter and move things around like blocks off of the pyramid of Giza and stuff like that. Absolutely. This is gonna sound really horrible because yeah, I'm like that guy, but like on my YouTube toy list, some of my playlists are actually like old cartoon intros. My son absolutely hates riding in the car with me when that stuff comes on because then he just wants to like hide in the back seat.
All right. How's it looking, Joe?
Absolutely fantastic, sir. Jeffrey says it's looking dope.
Thank you, bro. I think on our next show, I'll go in and do some more values
Okay.
and shadows. You know, like on his white and his black.
Right. Jeffrey, I hope you have a wonderful evening. Thanks for stopping by, man.
Have a good one, yo. Thanks for stopping by, brother. I always appreciate seeing you. Greatness in my stream.
Absolutely.
All right. How we looking,
Yeah.
Joe?
It looks great, dude.
It looks great.
I don't even want to say it's a good start because you had a good start 2 hours ago.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to say if this was like the Kentucky Derby, I'd say you're halfway through the race and you're still at the head of the pack.
There we go. I appreciate that, Joe. Just keep it real with me. I like it because we're doing it in one sitting for the most part. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm gonna do some background. I might throw more watercolor in the background, but for now, this is good.
I think somebody's starting to like doing that watercolor background.
Yeah. All right. All right, Joe. So I think we'll end the stream right here. We'll get this, and then we'll come back around to this. When's our next show?
Next show should be Wednesday at 7:45.
All right. So Wednesday, if I work or anything like that, then we'll still do it. I'll try to communicate with you as much as possible. I don't have an opportunity to really communicate at work anymore, but
Just do it when you can, man.
all right, brother. Hey, thank you for moderating. As always, I appreciate you. Thank you to all the viewers who stopped by and checked out the work. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. This is something that we're going to be doing more and more often. So let me give you a better. It's looking pretty good. I like it. We just gonna keep hacking away at them. And then also, I got some other print stone. I finally put this in the shop, and then I put this in the shop. I put my other sketch covers in the shop as well, which is the Superior Spider-Man and Magic. So this spawn right here is sketch cover number 5. Look, got a Magic right here and the Superior Spider-Man. So we're just gonna keep hacking away at them, bro.
Absolutely.
Not bad, huh?
No, not bad at all.
All right. Thank you again, man. I'll talk to you later, brother.
Absolutely.
All right, you guys. Let's see if we can raid somebody who's still streaming right now. We got Spangler. Let's go ahead and go to Spangler.